Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back. It is week 6, unit number 6, and we've got a fun set of information as well as activities for you to complete this week. So let's go ahead and take a look at what is going on. Couple quick things about last week's assignments. We had the photo that you were posting to the discussion boards. I know some people had some technical problems with the photos. As long as you got the link up there, that's not a problem. I do want to make sure and remind you that part of anything that you're doing for school, a key part of it is doing exactly what's asked. So there were a couple of things that people had found from other sources and not the Creative Commons that was assigned. So I don't know, I've posted things about this before. The best thing is just, make sure you're doing exactly what's asked. Excuse me. Sometimes we want to do more. And doing more is great, but it often in classwork can cost you points because there's a very specific set of instructions. And if you don't follow those, that can make you lose some points. So, big important thing here. One of the main things that this course is kind of helping you try out and do is, do the work the way that it spells it out. Online classes, when they are well designed, are notoriously step by step by step by step. So if you do the things in the order that they're assigned and you do everything that you're assigned to do, you're going to succeed as an online student. So let's take a look at what you're doing in Unit 6 for that particular reason. So Unit 6, it is also time to register for your next term. So there's a little reminder about that in the Unit 6 work. But then we get into our normal, kind of normal routine. The first one, excuse me, my allergies are killing me this morning. The first opening, the introduction here is the topic for this week is the power of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Ironically, this is a big one here in the state where I live in Florida. But we're not going to talk about that. So in this unit, you will begin to examine the concepts of diversity, equity, and inclusion, also known as DEI. You will look at the roles of each as they apply to you and the importance they hold to initiatives within the world today. DEI can apply, of course, to your education, but it really also comes into play in your careers. There's not an organization that I know of that doesn't do some work surrounding diversity, inclusion, and equity. So it's something you'll encounter pretty much forever. So you're going to examine those concepts, you're going to write about those concepts, and you're going to evaluate the way that the concepts are addressed today. You've, of course, got activities, you've got things to read, you've got videos to watch and engage with. You have a unit discussion, and you have a Unit 6 formal writing activity, which means we're going to be using APA format. We're going to create a document in Word that we're going to attach. We do not have a journal assignment this week. So the two assignments are the discussion board, which we normally always have, and then the Unit 6 writing activity. So in the articles, websites, and videos, make sure that you read the first article and that you watch the videos. Sorry, there are two of them that you're assigned before you start doing the graded work. The next item is the practice with writing. You should be used to these by now. If you are not doing these fully, you are not learning what you need to learn in the course. So please take the time to do this entire lesson before you start the discussion board and the writing activity. The discussion board, of course, is just like all the rest of them. Your particular personal response is due by Wednesday, and then you'll have the rest of the week to respond to at least 2 others. So this week's prompt is, what do you consider to be important aspects of diversity, equity, and inclusion? And how do you see these concepts being applied in your world today? In your response, of course, you can reflect on your peers' ideas and experiences. You can also respond back to me if I ask you a question, or respond to other students who've asked you questions. But that is an important part of it as well. You need to respond to at least 2 others by the end of the week. In the Unit 6 writing activity, we are going to be reflecting on an article. So you must open this PDF. This is your assignment sheet, and we've gone over these several times, but we're going to go over this one, and I'm going to encourage you, as I usually do. It is a good idea to actually print this out or save it on your own computer so that you can refer to it not only here at the beginning of the week, but when you start doing your writing assignment and before you turn your writing assignment in. All right, so in this assignment, you will review an article on diversity, equity, and inclusion and create a 3-paragraph reflection on that article by answering questions about the author's perspective with the article. So right away, we should notice my writing assignment is going to have a cover page. I am going to have 3 paragraphs starting on page 2. At the top of page 2, you'll have the title again, and then you'll have the paragraphs right below that. Your paragraphs will be double spaced, and your then you will have a reference page. You will only have 1 item on the reference page. It will be this particular article that is already created and assigned for you. So the article reference citation is right here, and I'm going to go ahead and copy this. I want to show you how to get it onto your Word document. I'm going to create an additional share here with a sample. This is the old sample. I'm going to change it. We're going to rename this, save as sample for Unit 6. And we're going to change the title to, oh my goodness, I can't type this morning. Diversity. I'm just going to call it diversity because I'm tired and I don't want to type anymore. You're going to put your own first name and last name. You're going to put your department. You can use English because you're in an English class, but you can also put your major. That's certainly fine. You're in English 107, and your instructor's name is Jackie Pierce, and your due date for this assignment is Sunday night, so that would be April 16th. So we're going to put April 2023. I also will have the title, like I said, up here again at the top of the page. So let's put diversity again. And then I had already copied it. So down here on the reference page, I'm going to highlight the one that's there. I don't need that one anymore. And I'm going to do paste with match formatting. Yeah, it took off my, oh, it didn't do anything I wanted it to do. All right, well, we're going to change it to a hanging indent, and we are going to italicize the journal title and the volume number. So this is already ready. When I refer to the article in the paragraphs, so I now will have 3 paragraphs, and I will have potentially A quote here, let's change this to leadership excellence, because that's the name of the journal that this article is in. And then this will be Westover. The date on this article is 2021. And let's say I'm quoting something from page 3, right? Actually, I should be able to get the direct quotation from a real page. I think. Let's look at the article and see. See if we have a link to it. We do not. So we need to use the library materials. You need to go to the library. And have a link. I want to say it gave us a link in the last one. Does it even give us a link to an article? I think it's in the. Is it in the regular unit? Let's double check. Yep, there it is. Okay, sorry. I knew there was a link to the article. I just couldn't find it. It's up in the regular articles. So this is the link. We click on it. We will have to sign in. And then we will be able to read the article. The reason I wanted to open it for you is to see, yes, we will be able to see the exact page number. So let's say I am reading the article and I choose a quotation that I want to use, and it's on this page. I will be able to see that this is actually page 25. So let me, in my little parenthetical citation, instead of saying page 3, I'm going to put the real page number. Now, I need a third need a third paragraph. So I'm going to write my favorite kind of paragraph. So we need 3 paragraphs for this one, not just 2, as we have done before. The last one, you had to have 2 paragraphs. With the paragraphs, you will note in the assignment sheet, let's go back to the assignment sheet, that the create a paragraph of at least 3 sentences to respond to each of the below 3. So each of your 3 paragraphs should be 3 or more sentences. I would aim more for like 5. And each of them will answer one of these questions. So those are your 3. And then of course the reference page is the last page, which is what we just showed. So I will save this for you and I will send this to you so that you have it. This needs to go at the top of the page, not there. Okay. So there we go. You may go over the full page with your paragraphs. That's absolutely fine. Just make sure that your references page starts at the top of the next page. So wherever you end, it's going to be at the top of the next page. Okay. So we're going to save this so I can send that to you and I will stop sharing that. So that is your writing assignment. When you are ready to submit it, you are going to come here and we're submitting it the same way we have been. When we click on this title, there will be a place to browse local files. Do not use write submission. I've gone over this every single time and I still have people who are writing in a little tiny box. You have to browse local files. You have to agree to submit your papers to the global reference database and then hit submit. Okay, so those are your 2 assignments this week. Like I said, the discussion, just make sure your own post is up by Wednesday, and then you have until the rest of the week to respond to 2 others, and of course to turn in your final version of this. Do not start those assignments though until you have watched this video and reviewed all of the assigned material. All right. I hope everybody has a great week. We are nearing the very end of the term, so, If you have any questions or anything that you haven't turned in yet, it's really important that you talk to me about it. Don't just try to turn stuff in at the last minute without speaking to me. So I will talk to you soon. I'll see you next Monday if I don't talk to you between now and then. Everybody take care. Have a great day.